يا عباد الله هبوا ونداء الحق لبوا فاعبدوه مخلصين.
I once saw a dream that I was preaching people somewhere in the sitting room. Then I told them that actually don't deny the fact that Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad is the promised Messiah of this age, and Imam Mahdi was appointed by God the Almighty.
Okay.
And as soon as I told them this information, I opened up the door. Then I saw a big gathering in which the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had seated down, and there was also Imam Mahdi on the front line, on the front row actually of the that prayer room. Actually, it was like a prayer center. The people who were there, the congregants, were between 80 and 100 congregants.
Okay.
So I saw the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asking a question: who is the Imam Mahdi of this age among you? Then everyone was looking at one another, and Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wasalam, whom I saw very well and I know very well, as if he was in a hijjah with Ihram seated there. So also he looked behind, as if he was trying to see whether is there any challenger or anyone who was maybe in the same mantles. But no one was raising. Actually, I was standing there, and I don't see anyone actually. Even himself did not raise the hand.
Okay.
Then, in the meanwhile, the Prophet himself touched on the shoulders of Imam Mahdi and told him that, and raised his hand, that you are the Imam Mahdi of this age.
Seta is the hometown of Hafiz Azhar Nkuutu Basaira, who is a missionary of the Ahmadi Muslim community in Uganda. Hafiz Azhar is a born Ahmadi who is part of the Work for Now scheme. After his primary and secondary school, he joined the Tarbiyat Training Center, which was in Rabwa Farm in Chantamba, Chiboga district. He later traveled to Ghana, where he joined the Missionary Training College and graduated as both a Hafiz and a missionary of the community. After 2 years of service, Hafiz Azhar Nkuutu traveled back to Ghana for further education. He joined Jamia Ahmadiyya International, where he received his Shahid degree. Respected Hafiz Azhar is now a lecturer in Jamiatul Mubashirin, Uganda. Join your host, Sewagudde Tahil Talha, as he delves deep into his life as a missionary in today's episode of Stories of Devotion.
Sir, you're most welcome for today's episode.
Thank you.
And thanks for honoring our invitation once again.
You are welcome.
So when you came back now in Uganda, what was the experience? Where were you deployed at first? And what was the experience that followed thereafter?
Yes, after completing Jamia Mubashirin in Ghana, Ekumufi Ekurafo, I came back. Okay. It was 2009 when we completed Jamia Mubashirin. But he left me there for 6 months again to revise or to make sure that I go through the official memorization process.
Now.
So I came back in 2010. It was 2010.
Okay.
Yes. Then when I reached Uganda, I was posted in eastern part of Uganda, in Mbale, Elgoni area, where I served for a period of 1.5 years. I was there in Mbale.
So what was the experience there?
Actually,
how did the people welcome you, and what was the reaction of the people when they received the new missionary there?
Actually, the reaction of the people whom I found there, it was so interesting, just as you see that many times people love religious people. Yes. So I was welcomed by the area president, that is Muzamiru Napio. Then, according to what I saw, they were so welcoming. But the challenge was there that there was no any mosque. I did not have any mosque actually, where I could be stationed, and there was no any mission house. So
where were you residing from?
I was just renting.
Renting?
Yes, I was just renting.
Is it a rural place or it is an urban place?
Actually, it was a rural area. Yes, it was a rural area. That is Buchikali. So I stayed there. I tried to organize the Jamaat. I used to serve within 4 Jamaats actually. That is Buchikali itself, Busamaga. Then I went to Bufumbo and even Nanyoza.
So you mean to say that all these places never had mosques?
Jamaats.
All these 4 places,
Yeah.
or 5 places, never had any mosque at all?
It was only maybe Nanyoza. It had a mosque where I used to go there, and another mosque was in Bufumbo, but it was a mud mosque actually. It was made of just mud. Yeah,
Okay. So what was your experience?
Yeah, the experience which I got there is that whenever you go to serve God's people, you should not expect too much luxury. But this is what I gained from such service, which
Sheikh Saab, you were such a person new in the system,
Yeah.
because after completing the studies in Ghana,
yeah,
yes, it is true that you had the knowledge
yeah,
to deliver to the people.
yeah.
But being new in the system, there must be a lot of challenges
Yeah.
that you may face
Yeah,
in the due process.
of course.
So while trying to deliver the message,
Yeah,
the knowledge that you had acquired,
yeah.
what were some of the challenges that you faced during, I mean, in the Tabligh field?
As far as Tabligh is concerned, I had maybe naturally, I have that attraction towards people that even before I could tell those people that I am a sheikh who had come to serve them, they used to call me that, oh sheikh, come here and teach us. We see you that you are new in this area, and we love your attitude, so you can come and teach us. There was a certain person whom I used to fear because he was a Tablighi actually. So once he came to my residential area and told me that I would like you to teach me the whole Quran. And I was surprised that I told him that I thought that you know the whole Quran. He said, no, I know, but I think you know better than me, so you can teach me. Yet I did not tell him that I was Hafiz. Maybe I knew even more than what he knew. But he used to come to me. And there was another Sunni resident who came to me and he told me that I know that there are some differences between you people and the other sects. But I personally, I would like you to teach me, because I know that Ahmadis are very good actually in teaching people. So I used to go there before Maghrib time, and I taught him, including the wife and even the children. Then before Isha, I could come back, because it was actually a dark area.
Did that person eventually convert to Islam Ahmadiyyat?
Actually, I think in his heart he had already converted. Yes, because whatever he told me, it was as if he had already converted.
But a verbal declaration
but actually
failed.
he did not do any bayat, because whenever I want to make somebody embrace the system of Ahmadiyyat, you have to preach them very well before you could accept their bayat. And this is what Promise I also used to do, that you should also first teach the people to accept.
So, Sheikh Saib, how long did you spend in that place? And what followed after?
Yes, I spent there 1.5 years.
Okay.
Yes, I was there. And I used to go down, because it was a mountainous area, not even hill, but mountainous. So I used to slope down, and I went to the regional headquarters that was in Bali itself as a town.
Okay.
And my regional missionary was Sheikh Israeli Lutaliga.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you spent 1.5 years.
Yeah, yes.
So what followed there after spending 1.5 years?
Yes, I was called by the National Markazi headquarters at Wandegea. Then I was posted in Jamia to Mubashirin. By that time it was just a simple Tarbiyat center.
Okay.
Yes, and I taught those students who were there. Then after that I was posted to Kadama. In Kadama it was just maybe 3.5 months or maybe 4. Then I was called by my Amir, Maulana Inayatullah Zahid, to go to the headquarters, and actually at that time it was a preparation to go back to Jamia International, where I...
So you were saying that after all these services that you were rendering to the Jamaat Ahmadi, time came and you had to go back for more studies in Ghana. So what made you to have this conclusion that I must go back?
I must go back.
Or did just Amir suggest that Sheikh Hafiz should go back to study, or it was your personal request?
Actually, in the Jamaat, we don't decide for ourselves, but the Jamaat decides for us.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was there, I was just called by the Amir Inayatullah Zahid. So
that means you never showed any interest of going back?
I don't show any interest. Though I knew that there was a new Jamia which had been established to upgrade our religious studies.
Okay.
But I don't have that ambition. So when they called me, I was happy that if I'm going back to learn more and serve the Jamaat, there is no any problem. So I had to accept the view of my Amir.
Okay.
So I went back to Ghana,
and
that was in September. It was maybe around the 2nd of September or 4th, 2012. Yes.
Okay. So you went now back to Ghana?
I went back to Ghana.
Now we are now back to Ghana.
Yeah.
How was the situation now in Ghana?
Yes, Ghana had completely changed, especially in infrastructure, and even the missionaries were new, whom I had never met before.
Because it was a separate entity.
Yes.
The other one was Mubashirin. Now this is
Jamia
International.
So the difference was that in Jamia Mubashirin we were using English language totally, and Urdu was just like an optional subject. We are doing it, but not compulsory in let me say in communication. But when I went back to Jamia International, we had to speak Urdu and communicate in Urdu. So even the exams were in Urdu. So this was one of the most challenging situations of my life, because I had never learned Urdu. Though I had learned, but not too much. I knew Arabic, but Urdu was somehow challenging. But by the grace of Allah, I was able to understand it. So
you mentioned that you knew Arabic. Did you learn Arabic from the first Jamia, or somewhere else?
Yes, I learned Arabic in the first Jamia, but I had some prior knowledge about that Arabic language by primary school in Uganda. So by the time I went to those 2 Jamias, actually I had got some Arabic, and I was just improving on my Arabic.
So Sheikh Saib, how did you try to go around the challenge of adopting the new language, both in communication and in academics, the Urdu language?
The only way of acquiring the language or in a new language is interest. If you pick interest, you can easily speak that language very well. You see, if you don't want, you never. There are some people who can stay even in a certain area for quite many years, but afterwards they cannot even speak simple words like "How are you?" in such local languages. But it is one of the, let me say, instructions of our beloved Huzur that we should always acquire languages of a certain area wherever we may be posted. Now I'm in Jamia where everything is compulsory to do, so I had to acquire that language.
As if you were the pioneers, because earlier on you mentioned something that when you were in Uganda, you learned that a new Jamia has been established in Ghana. Were you the pioneers?
Actually, we are the pioneers, and our class consisted of 26 students. Yeah, some from Sierra Leone, Kenya, from Ghana itself, Mauritius, and so many.
Okay.
So almost 12 countries within one class.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was 2010?
12.
12. Okay.
Yes,
Mashallah, mashallah.
Yeah.
Respected viewers, we are actually in the heart of the program. We are still enjoying the lifestyle of our beloved Sheikh, missionary in Uganda, Sheikh Hafiz Azhar Nkuutu Sahib. Now we are back to Ghana. He went at first, he came to Uganda and served, and then he had to go back to Ghana for more studies. And this is where you found us, especially those who have just joined. Sheikh Saab.
Yeah.
Now, you know, life of Jamia, I believe it is something that is not an easy one. You've mentioned about the challenge, your most the most challenging part of your life. That was the language.
Yeah, yes.
But now, what was something that you loved when you were in Jamia?
Actually, when I was in Jamia there, I loved reading, actually, a lot of books of Hadrati Masih Maud alayhi salam. And this also inspired me to learn Urdu language and Arabic, because these are the major languages in which he wrote his books. So I was inspired by that love of reading those books, literature. Then I was also interested in reciting the whole Quran and perfecting tajweed and even acquiring Arabic, and till now we are still learning, because learning can never end, you know.
Sheikh Saab, with the knowledge I have about you, there is something that you are not mentioning, and that is sports, because I believe you are a man of sports, you love football, but you are not mentioning this. How was football in Jamia?
Actually, football in Jamia, it was so interesting. We had 4 groups, actually, not houses. We had the Shafkat, Kanat, Adalat, and Amanat. I was in Shafkat. And by the grace of Allah, the time when we were graduating, our group was the champion.
Okay.
So we took the trophy, as far as football is concerned. Okay. And I used to play number 7 and sometime 11 as inverted whatever right foot player. Okay. So this is what I used to do. Okay. And till now, I'm playing football, and this is I can say is what has made me to be somehow fit. Actually, by the grace of God, I'm fit, physically fit.
If we have to close this section of Jamia, what is something that you cannot forget?
I cannot forget serving Jamia. When I was in Jamia, actually I was given the opportunity of being the Wakaru Amal in charge. Okay. And I served in that position for 5 years, actually. It was not easy. Okay. You know, Wakaru Amal serving people, sometimes even telling students what to do and what we shall do in our communities when we complete our Jamia. So it was not easy, but I feel like it was so strong for me that I used it to get that experience. And till now, I know that serving people and humanity is a part of my life.
Mashallah. Can I now walk with you back to Uganda?
Yeah, actually, just as I told you in the beginning that many times when you are ambitious of serving anywhere, maybe God can just do whatever He wants. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, yaf'alu ma yasha wa yurid wa ma yurid. Yes. When we came back, actually I was interested again in serving in an open area, like in a circuit somewhere. But afterwards, our Amir told us that as he had gone to UK and met Huzur, Yadahullah Ta'ala bin Nasir Aziz, so he advised us that actually the only way of serving Jamaat right now, or right then, it was to go to Jamia and again teach, because we are new, we are fresh, we had a lot of knowledge. So it was his actual ambition that we should serve.
So you mean that time when you came,
yeah,
Uganda had already got the full-fledged Jamia?
It had not got, but it was in Amir's mind.
Okay.
That he wanted to acquire Jamia, to make Jamia be established in Uganda here. So when that time we came, actually, it was the 2nd July. It was 6th July, 6th of July, 2017.
No.
So after just 1 or 2 months, Amir Saib went to UK. So when he came back, he told us what was his desire for us.
He said that Amir had approved to establish Jamia in Uganda.
He approved.
Okay.
So we were posted in Jamia.
In Jamia.
Yeah.
Even today you are still.
Yes, I'm still serving in Jamia.
Okay.
And,
so what are some of the experiences there?
Yeah, the experiences which I am getting in Jamia is that actually, for me personally, I am getting rewards.
Okay.
Yes, because the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that anyone who teaches somebody, and that very person goes again and teaches other people, so the reward will be just let me say recurring towards somebody who taught the first person.
Okay.
So we are teaching a lot of missionaries, a lot of sheikhs have graduated, and we are actually gaining rewards. I'm not saying that it is just automatic, but according to what the Prophet said.
How did you share with others or with the students the knowledge of the Holy Quran?
Okay, as far as teaching the Holy Quran is concerned, I was given the opportunity of teaching in Jamia at the same time in Hafiz class. So my major role in Jamia is to teach Arabic language at the same time teaching Hafiz class. So as far as the Hafiz class is concerned, we have graduated 80 Hufaz in Uganda so far.
Okay.
And
in your hands?
Yes, through my hands.
Through your hands.
I was given that opportunity to establish the Hafiz class in Jamia.
No.
And we have 12 students who are learning right now.
Okay, okay,
yes,
mashallah. So what is your connection with Khilafat?
My connection with Khilafat, I cannot forget it.
Okay.
Because it is continuous. Many times I dream Huzur when I'm with Huzur teaching me, sometimes telling me do this, do that.
Sure.
There are many issues. For example, Huzur recently, just a week ago, he told me that you should learn more. This is what he told me. As if I'm just with him in Uganda here. Actually, I saw the dream that he was telling me that my brother Ismail is also learning, and also I should learn, and we should learn together. I should do. So this is what I saw. It was just a brief information, but I'm actually very happy that I get dreams of Imam Mahdi, sometimes second Caliph, first Caliph, and all the Khulafa. By the grace of Allah, I've ever seen them in my dream, and this is one of the signs of the truthfulness of the Jamaat Ahmadiyya.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Yeah. How often do you write to Huzur?
Actually, I write monthly.
Okay.
Yes, monthly. And sometimes in 1 month I can write more than 5 letters. Okay. Sometimes I just feel like I should write. When I forget maybe to write something in that particular letter, then I change. Also, I get to get another letter, then I write my information which I like also to pray for me.
Now, Sheikh Saab, lastly, I have a very important question. That what are some of the things that you have benefited that if you did not join this scheme of a missionary, perhaps you may have missed these blessings?
Yes, if I did not become a missionary, actually I would be missing. Because when I serve as a missionary, I see that I'm getting thawab from Allah, I'm even a religious person. I try to follow the Holy Quran. I also teach other people.
Maybe if you were not a missionary, these things you wouldn't have been doing.
I wouldn't have got that opportunity of even praying like actually praying the prayers that they are prescribed the time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just within, so I have to show other people that this is what is meant to be done. So I'm just gaining. So I cannot say that I've gained too much, but I feel like I've got a lot and much in the missionary service.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Sheikh Saib, these are the things that we love to hear. We love to interact with people such that when we discuss things like this, we tend to uplift our spirituality, because we come to understand that actually we are in something that is true, something which is from Allah the Almighty. If the promised Messiah never claimed himself that I am here, the promised Messiah, but the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wanted to show you that he is the one, and I am the one who show you that he is the one. MashaAllah. Thank you so much. Sure. Actually, as if this is the fulfillment of that hadith. That the Prophet Sallallahu raised the hand and put on the shoulder of the Salman Farsi that Imam Mahdi will come from this descent. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Respected viewers, we cannot continue from here. That has been the story of Maulana Hafiz Sheikh Azhar Nkuutu. And we have learned a lot from his lifestyle, from his story, and it has been such an inspiring one. We pray to Allah the Almighty to uplift our spirituality, and also in our loins to have children who will be the witness of the truthfulness of the Prophet Messiah alayhi salatu wasalam. Sheikh Saab, thank you so much. Thanks so much once again.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for respecting our invitation, and thanks for the sharing of your life inspiring story as far as a missionary's life is concerned. Jazakumullah asana jaza. Let us meet inshallah next time in another episode with a new spiritual servant of Islam Ahmadiyya inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
يا عباد الله هبوا ونداء الحق لبوا فاعبدوه مخلصين